Alright everybody, what's going on? It's Thundershot, and welcome to the Assassin's Creed playthrough. That's right, Super Mario Sunshine is officially over. Assassin's Creed is here, and we're going to play it. So a couple things before we go ahead and watch this opening cutscene. If you did watch Super Mario Sunshine, you were a pretty big fan of it. One thing I did there is I split everything up into parts. I knew I would set my phone on a timer. I knew every 15 minutes when to stop and make an episode. I hope you didn't care for that too much because that's going away. This Assassin's Creed, Super Mario Sunshine had episodes. And episodes you go in and out of, kind of. Assassin's Creed kind of has that, but it's not the same thing. They're really long. And I don't want to be interrupted every 15 or so. It ruins the flow for me when there's not natural breaks in the game. So I'm just going to be cutting at random parts again. I hope you didn't mind that too much. And I kind of know this game maybe not quite as well as I knew Super Mario Sunshine. I should be fine on it. I played through it, I think, twice in total, and this is right after I got it. And I think I got it around the time Assassin's Creed 2 came out. I'll talk more about where I rank my favorite Assassin's Creeds at and which ones I've played and haven't played in a minute. Or maybe right now, depending on how long this loading screen is. You have no idea. The first loading screen took like 20 minutes, which I remembered from before. It's something that's happened.
I applied my heart to know wisdom, and to know
This is fucking weird.
I perceive that this also was a chasing after wind. For in much wisdom is much grief, and hid in recent knowledge.
I'm not gonna remember all this shit.
Sorrow.
I didn't even hear what he said. So we're off to a good start.
We've got a problem. I can't anchor him to the memory. Too much psychological trauma. He's rejecting.
Oh God.
Retreating.
Desmond, I need you to try and relax.
Let me try and stabilize.
Focus. Listen to the sound of my voice. And recognize that what you're seeing isn't real. Just a picture.
Oh God.
It can't hurt you.
Damn it. It's not working.
Oh God.
Give it a moment.
This is so trippy. It's been a really long time since I played this, so forgive me. Stop shoving me, you dick.
We're losing him.
I bet Desmond doesn't die. Not right now, at least.
We need to pull him out. Now.
All right, Desmond. We're going to try and bring you out.
Saving. Apparently, I'm not supposed to turn the PlayStation off whenever it says that, or it could corrupt my files.
Are you okay?
I told you he'd be fine.
Bastards!
Now, I just saved your life.
Saved my life? You kidnapped me. You strapped me into that thing.
Let me know if the cutscene's playing loud enough, or if I need to turn up the
It's
volume.
an Animus.
I don't even know you people. Why are you doing this to me?
You have information we need, Mr. Miles.
Information? I'm a bartender, for Christ's sakes. What do you want me to do? Teach you how to mix a martini?
We know who you are, what you are.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Don't play coy with me. There isn't time. You're an assassin. And whether you realize it or not, you've got something that my employers want. Locked away in that head of yours.
But I'm not an assassin. Not anymore.
Yes, your file indicated as much. Something about an escape. Most fortunate for us.
What do you want from me?
For you to do as you're told. The Animus will allow us to locate what we need. Once we have it, you'll be free to go.
I am not going back in there.
Then we'll induce a coma and continue our work. When we're done, you'll be left to die. Truth be told, the only reason you're still conscious is because this approach saves us time.
You're insane.
So what is it, Mr. Miles? Live or die? Lie down. A wise decision.
And we're back into it. Okay, so it's probably going to be giving me all the basic tutorial stuff. Hopefully it won't be talking to me too much.
You're inside the Animus.
Ooh.
Which is...
It's a projector that renders genetic memories in 3 dimensions.
That view's way better.
memory.
Seems you'll need a bit of a tutorial. Very well. We'll start simple. What is a memory, Mr. Miles?
It's the recollection of a past event.
Specific to the individual remembering the event.
Yeah, sure.
What if I told you that the human body not only housed an individual's memory, but the memories of his ancestors as well? Genetic memory, if you will. Migration, hibernation, reproduction. How do animals know when and where to go? What to do?
Again, if you can't hear the cutscene, let me know. Or if it sounds good, go ahead and give me the okay.
Arguing semantics, Mr. Miles. Whatever you call it, the fact remains. These creatures hold knowledge absent the requisite first-hand experience. I've spent the past 30 years trying to understand why. I discovered something most fascinating. Our DNA functions as an archive. It contains not only genetic instructions passed down from previous generations, but memories as well. The memories of our ancestors.
And the Animus lets you decode and read these DNA files.
Precisely.
But there's a problem. This is the specific memory we're trying to access. Unfortunately, when we try and open the memory, your mind withdraws. You lack the confidence to step into your ancestor's body. That's what happened earlier. You got knocked out of the target memory and pushed back to a more stable state.
Why?
It's your subconscious. It's resisting. We found similar reactions among patients who undergo hypnosis to relive traumatic events. They can't jump directly into the specific memory. They need to be eased in. Even then, there can be problems.
So how do we fix it?
We find a memory you can synchronize with, and we move forward from there. You'll get used to it. This is the closest we can get, so it's where we'll have to start. I'm uploading the tutorial program now.
Okay, like I said, tutorial program, I get to talk about a few things. Hopefully, like I said, that cutscene was loud enough for you guys. I can always edit it later for YouTube, but as far as the stream's concerned, I would kind of like to make sure they are able to see.
Warning. Data stream
Do this tutorial.
attempting to restore synchronization.
It's been a long time since I played any Assassin's Creed game, really.
17. This tutorial has been prepared in order to better acclimate you to the Animus's control system. Instructions will follow shortly. The synchronization bar represents how in sync you are with your ancestors' memories.
Low
If you ever
health.
fall completely out of sync, the Animus will restore you to your last synchronized position. You are currently dangerously close to desynchronization. Please follow all forthcoming instructions in order to restore system stability. The Animus utilizes a puppeteering concept to control the actions of your ancestors.
Hand.
Unloading
Empty hand.
subroutines to validate your body's adaptation to the Animus. We will begin by exploring the default actions of each input.
Okay, simple enough.
While standing still, use the head button to observe your environment.
Yeah, first person view, all that jazz. You have to use the right stick, that's weird. You go back and you play these old PlayStation 3 games, and this wasn't really like an old PlayStation 3 games, but you realize the difference between some of the stuff. Like, here's a blast from the past. Do you guys remember when the back button was fucking triangle?
What they're holding. Proceed to the marker to continue the synchronization process.
I don't think... It may have made it on the PS3 for a really short period of time, but I don't think so. I think the triangle button being the back button was mainly a PS2 thing. But holy crap, right? Yeah, you remember that? Ages ago. We're at the PS4 now.
This differentiates between two fundamental actions: low profile and high profile. Low profile actions are socially acceptable. High profile actions are more action oriented. Hold the high profile button to see how your heads-up display changes the context of the puppeteering inputs.
If I hold R1, I can do cooler shit, basically, but if I don't hold R1, it's more socially acceptable. Difference between walking and running.
We will continue
Gently
the
walking through people
synchronization
and
process
shoving
by
someone out of the
high
way.
Profile actions. Grab and throw this individual onto the marker by using the empty hand button in high profile.
Get out of here. I missed. It's okay, get back up, we'll try again. Oh, or not. How do you miss that? Anyways, while they're doing all this tutorial stuff in the background, it all seems pretty straightforward. I don't think I need to hear this lady very well. And it's all stuff only I'm going to need to know anyway, so turn my game volume down just a hair. so she's not as distracting to me.
High profile will allow you to sprint.
And then I'm gonna talk about like my experience with Assassin's Creed so far. So, oh, I'm racing somebody. I've played through all the Assassin's Creed up until 3, the one where you're the Indian, and I never finished 3. But from what I've experienced from all of these so far, Assassin's Creed 1 is actually my lead. I plan on tackling the whole series if I haven't stated that yet. This is my first attempt, well, this is the first game of every Assassin's Creed game that's on console, mind you, that I'm going to be playing through. I'm going to be playing through every Assassin's Creed game that's on console right now. Get in the stream, Prototype. What are you doing out there? Get in the chat. Oh, I have to remain anonymous. Yeah, this is all the whole... If it's yellow, they're looking at me. If it's red, then they know I'm an assassin. This takes too much concentration. I want to talk about the things I want to talk about. Ooh, we get to stab somebody. Yeah, I get to walk up and assassinate somebody. Anyway, so I've played through all of them up until 3. I have not even touched Black Flag yet. I wanted to wait till I got a PS4, and I haven't finished 3 yet. But out of every one I've played, I have not, or Assassin's Creed 1 is my least favorite.
What happened here?
That doesn't make it a bad game. In fact, this game was almost revolutionary for its time, from the way I saw it anyways. I got this game when maybe, I think 2 was about to come out, but the hype was so big for it. To provoke the soldier by punching above him, you simply jump where he can see you. Okay. Well, type it in the chat, Prototype. You're distracting everybody. Yeah, I get it. He can see me. Oh, I have to provoke him. What's... You provoke now, bitch. Expose. Social status red. Break through the line of sight by climbing the ladder. I have to hear the whole tutorial thing. Oh yeah, I gotta hold R1. There we go. Okay. 1 was my least favorite. That doesn't make it a bad game. The only wrong thing about 1... Why did I fall off? The only bad thing about Assassin's Creed 1 is it's very, very, very repetitive. I have to hide in this thing, is the only point that she's about to make. It's very, very repetitive. You go to a place, you do a couple missions that are pretty similar for all of them. You kill the lead Templar there, and then you're done. But given everything that was introduced in this game, the sword combat, the hidden blade combat, everything, you can go from place to place to place. That's what made this game so awesome for its time. And then 2, Assassin's Creed 2, huge step up of that. Assassin's Creed 2 was amazing. And then the one after that was probably my personal favorite. Brotherhood was my personal favorite. Revelations came after that. That one is probably tied with 2 for my second favorite. I didn't really care for 3 much. Obviously, I didn't finish it. It's still not a bad game. It's still better than 1 in my opinion, even though I never finished it. But it lacked something for me. I don't know if it was the environment I didn't like. I mean, I like the whole Indian take on it. I like the whole ghost things and all that stuff. But I don't know. Something about that game just wasn't doing it for me as well as the others had. That's my experience with Assassin's Creed. I played 1. I played through it once, maybe twice. I really don't remember. Around the time Assassin's Creed 2 was coming out, so it's been a very long time since I played. However, most of this stuff is straightforward, and I remember a lot of what it's going to be about. I remember a couple parts. Those are all things I can hide on. I can hide on a bench and a haystack on that thing that'll always be on the roof or with a group of monks.
Let us continue with a demonstration of blend.
Press Hold X. While walking to blend, soldiers with their swords drawn are informed of your presence. Blend to reach the marker without raising awareness. Got it.
Use this to reach the marker behind the soldiers.
Yeah, see, and this is another thing about 1 that kind of sucks, is to blend if you don't want to be informed, and there's a lot of times when you're going to have to blend. Blend is basically walk slow. You pretend to be a monk or a priest or something like that. Something along those lines is what they're going to think that you are, but you're just walking slower is what it boils down to. Eagle vision has always been a really cool implementation.
Well done.
White. Okay, never mind. White's kind of nobody, I'm pretty sure.
Remember, Eagle vision will only be available once you are fully synced. Please
Gain synchronization bar completing objectives or staying anonymous. Lose synchronization by killing an innocent, falling from too high, or getting hurt in combat.
The creed consists of 3 tenets. First, never hurt an innocent person. Second, always be discreet. Third, do not compromise the clan. Should you lose sync, you can restore synchronization by reliving key moments of your ancestor's life, or by respecting the creed.
By respecting the creed.
Successfully completed the tutorial.
Hey, the tutorial's finally over. That tutorial, I feel like it's longer than it needs to be. I mean, I get that they introduce everything, and I like that. Except combat. We really only got to use the hidden blade. I chose to pull out the sword, but I didn't do anything with it. This is what a lot of the time's going to be, though, is because this game has a lot of loading screens like this, and all I ever do is run forward at them, because there's nothing else to do.
Wait, there must be another way.
It's an interesting loading screen,
This one
nonetheless.
has not died.
An excellent kill. Fortune favors your blade.
Not fortune, skill. Watch a while longer and you might learn something.
Indeed. He'll teach you how to disregard everything the Masters taught us.
And how would you have done it?
I would not have drawn attention to us. I would not have taken the life of an innocent. What I would have done is follow the creed.
Nothing is true. Everything is permitted. Understand these words. It matters not how we complete our task, only that it's done.
But this is not the way of...
My way is better.
I will scout ahead. Try not to dishonor us further.
What is our mission? My brother would say nothing to me. Only that I should be honored to have been invited.
The Master believes the Templars have found something beneath the Temple Mount.
Treasure?
I do not know. All that matters is the Master considers it important. Else he would not have asked me to retrieve it.
Okay, so I remember this scene pretty well, actually. Desmond, no, this isn't Desmond, this is Altair. This is Desmond's ancestor, for those of you who have never watched or played Assassin's Creed. Through the device using the Animus, he can be thrown back in time to his ancestors, into his ancestor's body, usually used to retrieve information such as where something is. And stuff like that. Information that they want to know about Desmond's ancestors' past. This is the part where Altair, who is one of the best... Let's get the hidden blade out. Altair, who is one of the best assassins alive, starts going astray for whatever reason. He gets really cocky. Press square for a low-profile kill, or press and hold R1 square for a high-profile. Well, I'm not going to want a high-profile kill this. There we go. Hidden blade. He's down. Altair starts getting really cocky, starts abusing the system, because a couple of lines of the Assassin's Creed is that nothing is true and everything is permitted, which he is using to basically disregard every other assassin rule in the book, which is don't kill innocents. I mean, you know, always fight for the good, stuff like that.
Don't be silly. There's no such thing. It's just a story.
Then what is it?
Quiet! Someone's coming.
I want us through this gate before sunrise. The sooner we possess it, the sooner we can turn our attention to those jackals at Masyaf.
Robert de Sable. His life is mine.
No. We were asked to retrieve the treasure and deal with Robert only if necessary.
He stands between us and it. I'd say it's necessary.
Discretion, Altair!
You mean cowardice. That man is our greatest enemy, and here we have a chance to be rid of him.
You have already broken 2 tenets of our creed. Now you would break the 3rd. Do not compromise the Brotherhood.
I am your superior, in both title and ability. You should know better than to question me.
So this is Altair. It's really about to break the creed. These guys aren't even supposed to know that we're on them, but we're about to totally jump down and wreck shop. And get what's up. This is the use of Eagle Vision. You push triangle. Go into Eagle Vision. Shit, you have to use the R stick, not the L stick for some reason. But with Eagle Vision out, as you can see, the red targets are enemies. The gold target is my personal target. We're just going to slide down here. Or drop, whatever. I don't really see any kind of stealthy way at all to do this, so... I could try to blend my way over there. You think that'll work? Nope.
Hold, Templars. You are not the only ones with business here.
Well, this explains my missing man. And what is it you want?
Press L1 to lock onto your target. Let's go for a high profile kill.
Blood.
Blood.
You know not the things at which you meddle, assassin. I spare you only that you may return to your master and deliver a message. The Holy Land is lost to him and his. He should flee now while he has the chance. Stay, and all of you will die.
So that's what Altair kind of gets for breaking the creed. He gets his ass kicked.